I've been shopping again. Ahoy everybody, and welcome to another haul video. I've been shopping, I've spent more than I intended to, I'm a naughty boy, etc. So yesterday was the 23rd of March and I went into Gosport and went to a Slice of Vinyl, the brilliant record shop in Gosport. Emails just come through. I did pop in charity shops. I picked up, I'll quickly show you some CDs, but nothing major. So, Katy Melua of the collection is the greatest hits. I've picked up quite a few of her albums already, so I didn't really need this for the hits, although it has got 3 exclusive tracks on it. But this too is a 90-minute live show on DVD. So for £1.50, yes, I'll have that. Paul Simon Graceland. I've got Paul Simon Greatest Hits compilation, but wanted the classic album. Another of the Oasis I didn't already have, which is Don't Believe the Truth. And it's got The Importance of Being Idle on there, which is probably my favourite Oasis song. Beastie Boys to the Five Boroughs. And the best of Prefab Sprout. So not a huge charity shop haul, so I haven't done a separate video for them, but I'm sure you're interested. But yes, then went into Slice of Vinyl. My reason for going was he'd got this in. So this is a 7-inch of Prince's Sexy MF, which turned out to be a promo copy, which is nice. It's interesting because the sticker classes it as a double A side, and that sticker on all formats of this with Strolling, but the back clearly says side 1 Sexy MF, side 2 Strolling, which right, it doesn't say A and B. But in the charts it was credited just as Sexy MF. So let's see what yeah, again it says side 1 and 2 on there. Haven't had a chance to clean anything on this. It has been dates. Apparently they got in, I think it was about 1,007 inches a bloke bought in when they bought. And they were nearly all promo copies, so he was obviously an ex-DJ from a radio station. I am popular. I think urgent. Let's turn the sound off, that'll help. Okay, so that was my reason for going. We were chatting and I told him I was going to see Sleeper on Thursday, and he said, oh, I've got a couple of spare singles tucked away somewhere. And he went and found them. He had 3, one of which was one I already had. That was the Pass. I'll put it on here. I've already got it. It's one with a poster and what have you. Oh God, what was it called? No. But these 2 I needed, so I had them. So we got a nice picture disc for Nice Guy Eddie, which is backed with a live version of In-Betweener, plus a version of In-Betweener that was done on Radio 1 with Mark Radcliffe and Mark Riley, who hosted the breakfast show for a while. And Sale of the Century, backed with Atomic from the Trainspotting soundtrack. And this is in Racing Green vinyl, with an annoying little splodge in the middle of it. So it's limited edition of 10,000. This is number 5,655, and it's still got the postcard in it. The record label postcard, you know, send off for more information. So yeah, that was the singles I picked, all the 7-inch singles. There's some 12 inches coming up. These albums I've shown in the 5 albums I've not shown before competition entry video that I posted up a few days ago, so I'll quickly skim over these. This is Red Box's The Circle and the Square. This is Madonna's Like a Prayer. This is Monty Python's Instant Record Collection compilation. If you haven't watched the other video, go back and watch this because this folds out into a big box and everything. And this is Ruttles. the soundtrack to the TV movie. Okay, now these 7 inches he let me have, these 12 inches he let me have for free. He's partly because he's just trying to get rid of all the 12 inches because they're not huge sellers, and also because I bought a fair bit. So a couple of nice ones from my Bond collection. We've got a 12 inch of License to Kill, sung by Gladys Knight. And this is on MCA. So this has got an extended version on the A side, and the B side is Pam, which is an instrumental from the soundtrack, and the 7 inch version of License to Kill. Yeah, happy with that. And in a Timothy Dalton vein, a-ha's The Living Daylights. And that's got an extended mix on side A, the normal version, and an instrumental on side B. And that's on Warner Brothers. And then this is T'Pau's, which way around does it go? That way, I guess. Soul Destruction 12 inch EPE type thing. It's in a nice gatefold sleeve and comes with a tour poster. I say you let me have this for nothing, so that's really nice. Nice poster. And this is on Siren. So it's got a remix on side A, and side B has got the album version and the track Dirty Town. Let's get it in there. Okay, and then moving on to the albums that I haven't previously shown. We've got Janis Joplin's Greatest Hits. I do have this on CD, but I do intend picking up Janis's stuff as and when I find it. And this is on CBS. This looks like it could well be an original pressing. Haven't done any research, but it's certainly the label and the condition of it makes me feel it might be. It was bought in WH Smith and Son Limited for £2.17. Strange amount. And then he had quite a bit of Joni Mitchell, and I picked it all up. Yes, I did, yeah. So we have Wild Things Run Fast. This is from 1982. Not an album I'm overly familiar with. Nice gatefold. And this is on Geffen. Glaring badly. Oh, there you go. Apart from one of these Joni's I picked up, these are all albums that I don't have on CD. This is Mingus, which is the album she did as a tribute to Charlie Mingus, a jazz musician. So a song she's written based on his music. This comes in a nice sort of a gatefold booklet, if that makes sense. And this is 1979, and this is on Elektra, I think, or Asylum Records. actually, is that a subdivision of Elektra then? Yeah, it's a sub-label from Elektra. But Charlie Mingus died in 1979, and as I say, this was sort of her tribute to him, rather. And we have Don Juan's Reckless Daughter, which is a double album. Lyrics in the gatefold. I think I've mentioned before, but basically I got into Joni through Prince. She was his favourite songwriter, and he covered A Case of You regularly, and that sort of made me get Blue, and from there I've just gradually picked up all her other bits. So this is also on Asylum. Yes, as I say, I had gone in not intending to spend much, but as I was, it was quiet in there. I was the only person in there, so I could go through his whole stock without trying to push past people, and we were having a nice chat. And I was just, as we were going around, I just, well, I'll have that, I'll have that, I'll have that. And I'd seen he'd had a couple of Jonies in recently, so I was expecting to be buying some Joni. This is one I've already got on CD, but it's a really good album, and it does include the track Help Me, which Prince name checks in Ballad of Dorothy Parker from Sign of the Times. And this is also on Asylum, but a slightly different label. I think that was all the Joni. I do really need to pick up Blue on vinyl, even though I've got that on CD. Preferably I want it on blue vinyl. Okay, and a nice little compilation, the music of John Barry. It's from 1976. So this has got You Only Live Twice, Born Free, Goldfinger, The Whisperers, From Russia with Love, Wednesday's Child from Aquila, Memorandum, Space March, which is from You Only Live Twice, The Girl with the Sun in Her Hair, Thunderball, Dutchman, The Wrong Box, the James Bond theme, 007, Mr. Kiss Kiss Bang Bang, which is from Thunderball, was going to be the main title, but then they decided that the title track had to be called Thunderball, so they had to redo it. The Chase, King Rat, The Knack, Seance on a Wet Afternoon, The Ibcrest File, Midnight Cowboy, theme from Romance for Guitar and Orchestra, brackets Deadfall, On a Magic Secret Service, theme from The Appointment, and The Lion in Winter. So a nice overview of his career to that point. I'm not familiar, The Chase might be from a Bond, I'm not entirely certain. The title is not familiar. It's on CBS. But John Barry, probably my favourite film composer. Between him, David Arnold, Danny Elfman and Joby Talbot, I would say. But I think overall it's got to be John Barry. I did have a couple of Bond soundtracks, Thunderball and You Only Live Twice, I think it was. Which I was twice now I've been tempted by, but I haven't got, because I have got them on CD. I'm sure eventually I'll crack. Another Python. This is the album of the soundtrack of the trailer of the film of Monty Python and the Holy Grail. The executive version. It's the only version available. Bit of ringware, as you can see. But yeah, this is the soundtrack album for Monty Python and the Holy Grail. There are no inserts in this copy. I don't know if there were originally. There often are, usually are with Python, but of course being a soundtrack might not have had it. This is on Charisma. And they're labelled the A side of a label of the album, of the soundtrack of the trailer of the film of Monty Python and the Holy Grail, and the B side of it, etc., etc. So that only leaves now Contractual Obligation, Life of Brian, which hopefully I'll get the picture disc on Record Store Day in 3 weeks, and Meaning of Life. I think that's the only albums I need now on vinyl of theirs. A couple of Harry Nilsson. This is Nilsson's Schmilsson, probably his best known album, containing As It Does Without You, his cover of the Badfinger song, Coconut, which was on Reservoir Dogs soundtrack, so that's quite well known, and Gotta Get Up, which is featured in something recently, and I can't remember what it was, but that's sort of become a bit of a viral hit recently. But yeah, it's a really good album. I think I've got all, or nearly all, Harry stuff on CD in a box set anyway. I think it's all but the last album, I think. But I am picking them up on vinyl because I really do like Harry Nilsson. And this is on RCA. So this was sort of recorded after the Beatles had come into his life and befriended him, and so it was recorded in London at Trident, and Klaus Voormann's on bass, Jim Keltner's on drums, Gary Wright's on pianos. It's all the sort of people who are playing with the Beatles in their solo careers, particularly John and, well, everybody but Paul really, around that time. And the other one I picked up was Sandman, which is an album I don't really remember. I had to check, and it is in that box set, but none of the tracks are leaping out at me. I'm sure I will recognise some of them, but yeah, this is recorded with a similar lineup. Ringo's on it, Joe Cocker's on it. And this is also on RCA. Black inner sleeve. Slightly different label. Then mention when I went to Bournemouth, I picked up a Walker Brothers compilation, and I mentioned there I was on the lookout for their albums. Well, sure enough, managed to get a copy of their debut album, Take It Easy with the Walker Brothers. This very much feels like an original release. It's the back cover sort of stuck on. It's all very thick cardboard, and it just feels right, if you know what I mean. As I say, I haven't done any research on these yet. This is on Philips. This has got to make it easy on yourself. Obviously, by the title, you could guess that would be on here, which is possibly their best song. Just between that and the Sun Ain't Gonna Shine Anymore, I would guess. It's got covers of Dancing in the Street and Land of a Thousand Dances on here, and no, that can't be Here Comes the Night. The Them song, it might be. When's this? Pass. Don't think it will be though. But yeah, looking forward to giving that a spin. And then the last thing was I nearly accidentally left behind, but this was also free, a 12-inch again. And this is Sheena Easton Eternity, which was written by Prince. So it's got the Shep Pettibone mix on the A side, and the B side is Shockwave, which is marked as not available on the LP No Sound But a Heart, so I presume that means it's a non-album track, an exclusive B-side, and the single version of Eternity. That's for back. And that came in a nice static-free sleeve, which was nice. It's on EMI. Pretty simple label. So yes, that was a productive visit. I don't go in there too often unless he gets stuff in that I need, but when I do I tend to drop a bit of money. He's recently introduced a loyalty scheme, so for every £10 you spend on used vinyl, or pre-loved I think he calls it, you get a stamp on a card, and when you fill a card with 10 stamps you can get £10 off pre-loved vinyl on your next visit. Let's just say I filled a card and I've got a stamp on a new card as well, so next time I go in for pre-loved I'll get a tenner off, which is nice. Yeah, next haul will be Record Store Day in, as I record this, 3 weeks minus a day, but by the time you see this it'll probably be just over 2 weeks. I'm hoping to get that sort of filmed, recorded and uploaded all on Record Store Day, which is April the 13th. So that'll be the next, as I say, record video, apart from at least one unboxing, possibly 2 of stuff I've pre-ordered. Trying to think what's coming out and when. Yeah, definitely 1. Next Hitchhiker's one comes out next week. Yes, my collection videos are ongoing. I'm just about to record some more autographed ones because I've run out of those uploaded. My box set collection will keep going. I think they're running through end of April. I've recorded for them. Need to do some DVD ones soon because they're running out in a couple of weeks. But yeah, I'll do an autograph one today. I'm thinking out loud really, you don't really need to listen to this. Like, subscribe, comment, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in another video. Bye.